Hey guys, today we're going to be checking out the DC Comics Multiverse Flash TV series, Zoom. So it gets two pieces for King Shark, one being the lower torso with the jeans, I guess jean shorts. You can see how it's going to peg into the top. Let's go ahead and do that right now. Take the top torso, and we're just going to snap it into place like so. The other thing that he does come with is the very crucial head sculpt, which is so cool. I love this head sculpt on King Shark, especially like the fact that you can open and close his mouth. So let's go ahead and we'll attach that also. There we go. It actually sits very easily. Well, I say very easily, and there we go. The fin fits very easily because it's got a nice little slot in the back. And there you have King Shark. Just need the arms and, of course, some legs, and then we can finish our King Shark, but we'll put that to the side. Zoom gets himself a couple of other accessories that may seem very familiar to you because they are also from the original DC Universe Blue and Red Superman. These little energy constructs, and they've been used before as well with flashes and stuff like that. They are a soft rubbery, like a soft rubber plastic. You can see that they are translucent in a very nice shade of purpley blue. And you can go ahead and take the figure and clamp them onto the arms, same way as the Flash and Superman respectively. The only downside though is because they are rubbery, they don't stay on very well. They're a little on the loose side. And one arm actually, there we go, might sit a little bit easier than the other. But they are a little on the loose side. You can even see, like, when you get them on the figure, they sit very floppy, and they're not really intended for this figure. They were intended for the a broader armed Superman. There's the finished look. You can probably see too, he's got some big kind of sparks, flames coming out of his back as well. Now, unlike these, which can be removable, this seems affixed. This seems like it's actually glued onto his torso, so there's really no way that you can take it off. I wish that you could have actually been able to remove it so that you could have just had Zoom standing on his own that didn't have necessarily this. Sure, yes, you could rip it off, but nobody wants to do that. I mean, you know, if you have to rip something off, you know, it's who's to say what kind of damage you're going to do to the torso here. So, I'll just leave it as is. So the figure itself is Zoom here depicted from the Flash TV series. And actually a glorious looking figure. One of the downsides to the figure though is I find that the head doesn't want to sit very straight. You kind of have to pry almost to the point where it's coming off of the ball joint to get the head to stand straight. Sculpt on his face, if you want to call it a face, is quite nice. Really not a lot of paint actually anywhere on Zoom other than just the silver accents. Everything else on the figure is just solely black. He's got this weird looking shaped butt though. I don't know why I feel the need to point that out, but he's got this weird shaped behind. I like that the emblem also is raised, and I would imagine that they've probably have used the red costume Flash as the basis for this costume and simply just painted it black and of course put the silver in where there was not silver before. But it's a really nice face sculpt. It could have maybe afforded a little bit of coloring, but primarily because the figure is, well, the character is black like this in the TV series, I really don't think it necessarily warrants having, or necessarily is missing any colors, so therefore is a poor representation. I think it's a pretty good looking figure. It's also a much slender build than the Joker that we've already had a look at, so you guys can see it's not quite the same source material, of course, one being series, one being comics. You can see how Zoom here is a much slender build than the very broad Joker. Poseability on this guy, let's run through that together. He has a ball joint in the head. These arms hinge outward, as well as a all the way around rotation. All the way around rotation, he says. Luckily, the little back flames here are rubber, like I said, a rubbery plastic, so they don't seem to hinder motion in the arms. He has a rotation in the forearm area, more so in the elbow area, which actually hinges back and forth. There's a rotation here in the hand. Doesn't look like there is a hinge in the hand, just a peg point. He has an upper torso crunch as well. That goes a long way. Rotation in the waist. And then he has, now this is the difficult part, he has a forward and back motion on his leg, but this one leg is so stiff. How stiff is it? It's so stiff, I can't seem to move the leg forward and back. So I'm just going to have to kind of heat that up and get that to, yeah, because I don't want to break the joint. Yeah, but a forward and back motion on the legs and a rotational swivel on the thigh portion. And finally, then he's got a hinge in the foot. There's the underside of his feet. For the purpose of this review, I actually made use of the DC Universe. Boy, that's an old looking stand. The DC Universe stands, which may actually make more of appearances for the skinnier figures that maybe don't stand as well. Nice looking figure overall. I'm pretty happy with how Zoom turned out. Doesn't have a lot of color, granted. He's got mostly just the blacks and the silvers, but the sculpt is pretty good on the face. And overall, I like the figure. I think the only nitpick I could probably make is the fact that I wish these flames could actually come off without me having to rip it off. Today we're checking out the DC Multiverse. This was the King Shark wave, and we're looking today at TV show Zoom. If you guys like this video and certainly have not subscribed to this channel, what are you waiting for? Click that subscribe button and you can be part of this channel and certainly be up to date with all the new videos that are currently being uploaded. Also got a couple of playlists as well, so if you guys are into the DC Universe figures or Multiverse figures, there's a playlist set for you that you guys can go back and check those earlier videos that I've posted before. As well, you can stay tuned that there's more videos coming your way as we finish up King Shark, and we're going to look at the other figures that make up this wave as well. So lots coming your way, guys. Thanks for watching. See you next time.